Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. In this series, not the usual formulas will be discussed. Along with that, specifically what we should know, those kind of concepts which has been asked repeatedly in the exam will be discussed here. Let's begin. Integral from 0 to 1.5, greatest integer function of x dx, where greatest integer function or step-up function. This is another name given to this. Denotes the greatest integer function less than or equal to x is equal to. The options are 1 over 4, half, 1, 0. So here itself they themselves mention that it's less than or equal to x. So if you are trying to visualize it, the graph will be looking in this manner only, like a step. The starting point will include, but the ending point we won't include. That's why we are having an open circle. Here also, if you look into, you will be having included over here. So this is the way it will be looking like a steps. That's why it is said to be step-up function. Here the function, what it denotes means, it's try to denotes the value less than or equal to x. For example, if you are having minus 1 less than or equal to x less than 0, here your greatest integer function of x would be negative 1, because this is the lowermost value that is somewhat equal to x. So that only will be picking. Likewise, 0 less than or equal to x less than 1, if suppose if you are having, in that the greatest integer function would be 0. So this idea only we are going to use here in our integral question, which has been asked in the year 2023. So let's give a try. So what we are going to do means, first we are going to consider the integral. So integral 0 to 1.5, greatest integer function of x dx. We can split the limits into two integrals. How? 0 to 1, that is one integral, and there is 1 to 1.5. So that will be comfortable for us to proceed further. Here we are writing down the greatest integer function as it is. Now we have to consider from 0 to 1. Here they have mentioned it has to be less than or equal to 0. So the lowermost value is 0. So this becomes 0 actually. 0 times anything is 0. For that we cannot find the integral also. Whereas for the second integral, if you look into, we are having 1 as the lowermost limit. So here our greatest integer will becomes 1. So the first integral we cannot do anything, that is simply 0. Whereas the second integer function we can integrate. That gives you x. We are having from 1 to 1.5. Now as usual process, we are going to find the difference between upper limit minus lower limit. That gives us 0.5, which is half. So our second option is the right option. Thanks for watching. Happy mathing.